Hello, my lovely friends. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing well today. My name is Rue. How do you do? Mr. Avocado is here with me today. You'll have to excuse the bird screaming outside my window, but it's better than some of the other sounds in my neighborhood that sometimes happen. Anyways, it's raining right now, so I'm gonna film some videos, and today I wanted to do another autism chit chat video. If this is your first video you're watching from my channel, I'm autistic, and I was diagnosed last October 2021, and so I feel like as a late diagnosed person, you kind of like have to reprocess your whole life and like you get like a better understanding of why you do certain things and why you've struggled with things and stuff. And so it's like this giant enormous process of just like relearning everything about you and your life. It's a good thing, but it's overwhelming sometimes. But anyways, in these videos, like, I kind of just ramble about stuff that I'm thinking about, that I'm sort of like processing through, so that maybe some of you guys who are also like going through this process can relate to it or whatever. So today's topic that I wanted to chat about, I think I'm going to title this video like loneliness or something, because I wanted to talk about like the specific type of loneliness that I've been feeling lately, and just as a reference for why I've been feeling this way. There have been some circumstances in my life. My car broke down, and it is like not fixable. Well, it is fixable, but it's like a lot of money more than the car's worth. So I have to figure out how to get another car, and right now it's quite difficult to get a car, and they're quite expensive. So I haven't been able to leave the house very much for that reason. I haven't been able to work because I do like DoorDash for money, and you need a car for that. And so there's that happened first, and then I started having some really weird health problems not too long after that, and I was like just like really unwell for, I don't know, two and a half, 3 weeks, like just to the point where it was very difficult to even like get out of my bed and feed myself. Like I'm doing better now. So, but anyways, I've been in my house a lot. I've been alone a lot. So I've been thinking a lot about like social relationships, and you know, maybe some of the past friendships I've had, and why I like can't do that anymore. And it feels very like complex to me. And I'm going to try to explain this, but it may not make a lot of sense because I don't think I've really like parsed it out in my head very well. But like, since I've been alone a lot, I've been thinking about like sort of how I used to hang out with like friend groups when I was younger, and sort of like feeling very nostalgic for it and being like, why don't I do that anymore? Why is that difficult? And I think like when I was younger, I had like this little group of friends, and we were all just kind of weirdos together, you know? Like I didn't have to pretend to be someone. And you're just kind of like accepted as like just who you are, and like just like I don't know, my weird little self, you know. I could just like be with these people, and I didn't have to like worry about putting on an act or whatever, you know. But obviously, like, people move on, people move, people you know, disconnect. So like I don't have a group of friends like that anymore. I mean, I haven't for a long time, and I'm like happy by myself, like pretty much all the time. I don't need a lot of social interaction, and as I've gotten older, I've like just accepted that like I don't socialize, like it's just not something I do. It makes me very unwell. But like I've been thinking about my past friendships, and like how when I got older, like when I, you know, graduated high school, went into the real world or whatever, that's when I started heavily masking. You know, like I remember I got my like first real job or whatever outside of high school, because I'd always worked at a horse farm where like all my little buddies were, and so it was like a very chill job where I was friends with everyone, and it was a really good experience. But I decided like at this new job it was time to like finally change myself to like, I don't know, like a person that people would really like, and like I think I saw it as like reinventing myself, but it was the beginning of me creating this like persona that I thought that other people wanted from me, and that continued, you know, my entire adult life, because I thought that's just what I had to do. And I had this like really unhealthy view of like almost like acquiring personality traits and like scripts and stuff from other people to like become the perfect human being. Like there was this idea in my mind that I was like slowly becoming this like optimal human or whatever. And like all of my experience, I would like take a little from you, take a little from you, take a little from you. And you know, now I know that's masking. And it's extremely unhealthy. But I have been doing this for, you know, 10 years, over 10 years now. And that's like very ingrained into me. And I don't know how to undo that. I don't know how to be myself around other people. Like, it's very hard to undo, because, you know, that's a huge chunk of my life. And so social events are very stressful now because of that. That's number one. Masking. I don't know how to exist around other people without, you know, doing this like painful thing. I don't know if that makes sense, but and then the other thing is, because I've had, you know, a lifetime's experience with all of these bad social, like, I don't know, I've had so many like bad experiences that my brain, it just associates it with like just extreme anxiety. So just being around other people, just the thought of being around other people, I get very distressed. And I don't know how to undo that. I don't know if you can. Like, it's so like hardwired in my brain now that I don't know how to undo that. And so I basically you know, in the last few years, I basically just accepted that, like, I don't socialize. It's better for me to not socialize. It's better for me to not have lots of relationships because it just adds so much anxiety to my life that it has a very negative impact on me. And because I'm, you know, pretty happy by myself, like, I just don't see a big deal about it, I guess. Like, I just sort of made the decision to just, you know, vibe by myself or whatever. Like, but because I've been, like, quite lonely lately, because I've been very isolated, I've been thinking a lot about, because there's a part of me right now that, like, wants to socialize because I'm lonely and, like, isolated, but I don't. Like, I really, really don't. Like, let me think. It's like, I have a need inside of me that wants to be around other people, but the part of me that has had all these bad experiences and stuff, like, cannot. Like, I have to protect myself. Like, I have this, like, armor almost. So there's this struggle between this, like, you know, very human, I want to be around other people. I want to have, like, these relationships that I had when I was younger, where I could just be myself. But then on the other hand, I have all of these years of just accumulated, like, I don't know, learned, what's the word I'm looking for here? It's like, I've just learned that it's bad for me to socialize. And so, like, it's like I want to socialize, but, like, I can't because it will be physically and mentally very bad for me. Does that make sense? I don't know if I'm getting across the point I'm trying to make, but I guess I'm trying to say, like, it's not that, like, autistic people are antisocial by nature. I mean, I kind of am. But, like, I think humans need social interactions. At least at some level. But because they're so painful for us, we like, you know, guard ourselves and, like, we just like can't. It's better for us to not participate, or at least for me. Like, lately I've been thinking about, like, how good it would be if I could somehow get back to how it used to be, like, how before I, like, gained all of this, I don't know, baggage from just going through adulthood, and, you know, I don't know, like, if I didn't have all of this heavy, like, baggage, would I be able to have more friends? I don't know. And I probably will never know. But, like, this has been on my mind for the past month or so. Just due to my circumstances, and so I wanted to try to express it in a video, because maybe some of you also feel this way, and maybe you can explain it better than I can. But I just, I guess I just wanted to get across the point that, like, social stuff, the way, like, autistic people are forced to socialize, like, in a way that's, like, acceptable, is really damaging. And I think it prevents us from having, like, really good, authentic relationships, and just, like, you know, destroys the sense of identity, because I know I've had really big identity issues. issues throughout my life just because of this like heavy masking. I genuinely like did not know who I was. And like all of these people I would be around, they would be so interesting and like cool to hang around with, and I'm just like a robot, and I'm like, who am I? Like, what is interesting about me? Like, it just kind of sucks, you know? So anyways, I was just ruminating about this like very specific kind of loneliness of like wanting to be around people but not being able to, like physically and mentally not being able to. And so I think I've just kind of made peace with the fact that I can't, like, I don't think I'll ever have like a friend group or whatever anymore. It's just not possible for me, I don't think. I mean, who knows, maybe in the future I'll like get over it, but I doubt it. I don't know, it's a lot to undo, you know. So I wish the world wasn't this way. Like, I wish we didn't feel like we had to fit a certain mold to be successful. I wish I had been encouraged to, I don't know, be myself, like not conform. But like, that's why I think we need more like education. But anyways, that's kind of my very fragmented thoughts on this subject. And you guys will have to let me know if I made any sense whatsoever, or like if you can relate. Have you maintained like good friendships over your life? What's that like? I don't know. I guess we'll see what happens. Maybe as I get older, I will unlearn a lot of this stuff. However, like I literally have social phobia now. So, like, that's on my diagnostic little roster, you know, social phobia. Like, which sounds very dramatic, but I feel it's quite accurate. But anyways, I appreciate you guys listening to my rambles. I hope you enjoyed. I hope it was relaxing. Hope you enjoyed the tippy. What am I saying? Why do I keep saying that? I said it in the last video. Anyways, I hope you're having a good week. I love you guys. Thank you so much for all your support. I really appreciate you all. I'm like so overjoyed that I finally hit 500 subscribers. It's like such a grind. But I have some really amazing subscribers. You guys are awesome. Like, some of you comment on multiple videos, and it's just cool to hear from you guys. Anywho, I guess I'm gonna end the video. I appreciate you all. Thanks for hanging out, and I will see you in